April 25, 1915 marked the beginning of one of the most daring and desperate bids in history, the Gallipoli campaign. It was a perilous endeavor undertaken by Allied forces, aiming to secure a crucial sea route to Russia. As the first light of dawn broke over the rugged shores of the Gallipoli Peninsula, these brave soldiers prepared to embark on a mission, unaware of the ferocious resistance that awaited them. The visionary behind this audacious plan was Winston Churchill, then First Lord of the Admiralty. His objective was clear: to eliminate the Ottoman Empire from the war and create a new front, thereby relieving the pressure on the Russian allies and potentially shortening the war. In the early hours of that fateful April day, British, French, Australian, and New Zealand troops initiated an amphibious assault on the Gallipoli Peninsula. The initial intention was for a swift and decisive victory, but the reality quickly spiraled into chaos. The treacherous terrain, with its steep cliffs and rugged landscape, combined with the formidable Ottoman defenses led by the indomitable Mustafa Kemal, turned the beaches into deadly death traps. Countless waves of soldiers fell victim to relentless machine gun fire and brutal artillery bombardments. As the initial assault faltered, the campaign descended into a protracted and bloody stalemate. Trench warfare, reminiscent of the horrors witnessed on the Western Front, took hold. The soldiers, enduring the scorching heat, swarms of flies, and constant threat of disease, fought with unwavering determination. Supplies were scarce, and water was a precious commodity. In this unforgiving battleground, desperate to break the deadlock, the Allies launched the August Offensive, marked by the grueling Battle of Lone Pine and the ferocious Battle of Sari Bair. These confrontations were characterized by their sheer intensity and brutality. At Lone Pine, soldiers engaged in harrowing, hand-to-hand combat, with trenches changing hands multiple times. Despite their valiant efforts, the offensive ultimately failed to achieve its objectives, resulting in heavy casualties and minimal territorial gains. By late 1915, the undeniable truth became apparent. The Gallipoli campaign was a costly failure. Plans were consequently made for a strategic withdrawal. In a series of meticulously planned deceptions and under the cover of darkness, Allied forces successfully evacuated the peninsula in December 1915 and January 1916, managing to avoid any further loss of life. It was a rare moment of success within the campaign's otherwise tragic narrative. The toll of the Gallipoli campaign was devastating, claiming the lives of approximately 250 Gurdu-Allied and Ottoman soldiers each. Among the fallen were a significant number of Anzac troops, the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, for whom Gallipoli would become an enduring symbol of national identity and sacrifice. The failure at Gallipoli had far-reaching consequences. It led to the resignation of Winston Churchill and shattered public confidence in the military leadership. Meanwhile, for the Ottoman Empire, the triumph instilled a sense of national pride and heralded the ascent of Mustafa Kemal, who would go on to become the founder of modern Turkey. The Gallipoli campaign remains a poignant testament to the horrors of war and the resilience of those who fought valiantly despite overwhelming odds. Memorials and cemeteries now dot the peninsula, serving as solemn reminders of the sacrifices made by both sides. It is through these echoes of the past that we remember the courageous souls who endured unimaginable hardship on the shores of Gallipoli.